Hello students, this is Engineering Mathematics 2. Subject code is MA8251, Unit 1. This is the third lecture on Unit 1. In this lecture, we will learn about Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Myself, Mrs. R. Uma, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, GCE Tanjavur. Now let's come to the statement of the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Cayley-Hamilton theorem statement: every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. That means if the characteristic equation of a square matrix A is determinant of A, if you simplify determinant of A minus lambda I, then the simplification of this determinant will be equal to the characteristic equation. In this equation, if we replace lambda by A, then also the equation will be satisfied. So this is what the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. That is, in this equation, replace lambda, in the place of lambda, we have to put A. Then also this equation will be satisfied. This is what the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. By using this, let's solve some problems. The main usage of this Cayley-Hamilton theorem is finding A inverse. What is the usual procedure for finding A inverse? The usual procedure for finding A inverse is A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So for finding adjoint of A itself, that will take some more times. Then we have to find determinant of A. Then we will if we substitute the value of these two values in this equation, we will find A inverse. But using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we can find A inverse very easily. Now let's come to the example. Verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for the matrix A equal to 1, 4 and 2, 3 and find its inverse. Then from this Cayley-Hamilton theorem, also express this equation. This is the fifth degree polynomial in A. We have to express this fifth degree polynomial equal to some other linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means the polynomial of degree 1. Okay. So first, let us first verify whether this matrix A satisfies Cayley-Hamilton theorem or not. Then from that Cayley-Hamilton theorem, let's find A inverse. Then we will express this polynomial equal to some other linear polynomial in A. Okay, so now let's come to the solution now. Solution. The characteristic equation of A is, what is the procedure for finding characteristic equation? Determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. In this substitute A and lambda, we will get the equation. We have to find the determinant of this matrix. If we find the determinant of this matrix, we will get an equation lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 5 equal to 0. So this is what our characteristic equation. What do we need to find? We have to verify whether the Cayley-Hamilton theorem satisfies or not. That means if you substitute in the place of lambda by A, whether that means A square minus 4A minus 5 is equal to 0 or not. That's what we need to verify. Sorry. Okay. Now let us consider the value of A square minus 4A minus 5y. A square means A into A minus 4A means we have to multiply the matrix A by 4. Then 5 into I means the identity matrix of degree 2. That is 2 by 2 square matrix. If we simplify this equation, we are getting A square is 9, 16, 8, 17. Then 4A is 4, 16, 8, 12. Then minus 5 into A is 5, 0, 0, 5. If we simplify this easily, we can see 9 minus of 4 plus 5 is 9 minus 9, 0. Similarly, 16 minus 16, 0. Here 8 minus 8, 0. In the same way, 17 minus of 12 plus 5 is 17 again. Therefore, 17 minus 17 is 0. Therefore, we are getting A square minus 4A minus 5I equal to 0. So, this proves that Cayley-Hamilton theorem verified. Okay. Now, let's come to find the A inverse. How do you find the A inverse? we have a square minus 4a minus 5y equal to 0. In this, multiply both sides by a inverse. If you multiply both sides by a inverse, what do we get? Here a will be there, minus 4 into a inverse is I, so 4i minus 5 into a inverse will come. So here we need to, what do we need to find? A inverse only. So we will take this term to the right side. If we take 5a to the right side, we will get 5a inverse equal to a minus 4i. What is our aim? We need to find a inverse. So we will keep a inverse to the left side. Then a inverse equal to 1 by 5 into a minus 4i. If you find a minus 4i and we have and we divide by it by 5, then we will get a inverse. Okay, so a inverse equal to this, then 1 by 5 into a minus 4i is minus 3, 4, 2, minus 1. So therefore a inverse equal to 1 by 5 into minus 3, 4, 2, minus 1. Okay. Hence, we find the value of A inverse. Next, we have to express the given polynomial in terms of a polynomial of degree 1. So, for that, we will divide, here I is not there. Actually, it is wrong. Here, we will write this, we will divide this polynomial by this polynomial. First, we will divide. Then, if we suppose take this polynomial as G, this polynomial as F. If we divide the polynomial f by g, then by I think all of you are familiar about that this theorem. If we divide f by g, then we will get some quotient plus some remainder. Also, the remainder of this degree is the degree of this remainder definitely should be less than the degree of g. Okay, if you divide this polynomial f by g, since g is a polynomial of degree 2, therefore the degree of remainder will be definitely less than 2. Less than 2 means the degree of r is definitely less than or equal to 1. So that will be the linear polynomial in the sense that is the polynomial of degree 1. So it is enough to express this polynomial equal to the linear polynomial. It is enough to divide f by g, because if we divide f by g, then here g is 0, no, by Cayley-Hamilton theorem g becomes 0. Therefore f equal to, we will get r is nothing but the polynomial of degree less than or equal to 1. Then this proves that this will imply that this polynomial can be written as some other linear polynomial. Okay, let's start to divide this polynomial by f, the polynomial f by g. G means we have to write g outside. What is g here? Lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 5. Here lambda power 5 minus 4 lambda power 4 minus 7 lambda cube plus 11 lambda square minus lambda minus 10. I think all of you are familiar about dividing division of polynomials. So first we have to divide means here if we need to find a value. If you multiply this here these two terms by these two terms, we have to get lambda power 5. Then we have to write here lambda cube. Lambda square into lambda cube is lambda power 5. Next 4 lambda minus 4 lambda into lambda cube is minus 4 lambda power 4. Next 5 minus 5 into lambda cube is minus 5 lambda cube. To get cancel this term, we have to subtract. Now change the sign. How do we get this term? This term 2 gets cancelled. Minus 2 lambda cube will be there. Minus lambda, and bring remaining terms here. Lambda square minus lambda minus 10. Next, we need to get minus 2 lambda cube here, no? So we have to multiply it lambda square by minus 2 lambda. So lambda square into minus 2 lambda is minus 2 lambda cube. Next, minus 4 2s are 8, minus into minus plus 8 lambda square. Next, minus 10 lambda. I think, sorry, plus 10 lambda. So plus minus minus. Here these two, this term get cancelled. Now here sorry here plus lambda. So if we plus 11 lambda, therefore 11 minus 8 is 3 lambda square. Here minus 11 lambda minus 10 will be there. Now here already lambda square is there. To get 3 lambda square, we have to multiply lambda square by 3 only. So lambda square into 3 is 3 lambda square, minus 4 into 3 is minus 12 lambda. Next 5 3s are 15. Sorry, minus here minus 15 will be there. So to subtract this, change the signs, cancelled, plus lambda plus 5. So this is the remainder. Therefore lambda power 5 minus 4 lambda power 4 minus 7 lambda cube plus 11 lambda square minus lambda minus 10 can be written as, what is the polynomial g here? Lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 5 into the quotient is lambda cube minus 2 lambda plus 3. The plus remainder is lambda plus 5. Here by Taylor-Hamilton theorem, this term becomes 0. Therefore this whole terms become 0. Therefore this means here this becomes 0, means the remaining term will be lambda plus 5. Therefore the polynomial here this is polynomial in A. Therefore by Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we can replace lambda equal to A. Replace lambda equal to A, we get a power 5 minus 4 a power 4 minus 7a cube minus a minus 10i equal to a plus 5. So this is the linear polynomial in A. So that's all. The problem 1 solved. Next problem, let's come to the 3 by 3 matrix. Find the characteristic equation for the matrix A equal to this. Then from that we have to find the inverse of A. The characteristic equation of this matrix is determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. If we simplify this, we will get, then if we simplify this determinant, we will get the, see, simplify means we have to find the determinant of this matrix, means 1 minus lambda into 3 minus lambda into 4 minus lambda. 4 3s are minus 12. Then minus 1 into minus 4 minus lambda minus of 2 3s are 6 plus 3 into minus 4 minus of minus 2 into 3 minus lambda. If you simplify this equation, we get lambda cube minus 20 lambda plus 8 equal to 0. So this is the characteristic equation. Now to find A inverse, we need to multiply this equation by then by Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we can replace lambda by A. If you replace lambda by A, we will get A square, A cube minus 20A plus 8i equal to 0. Now multiply both sides by A square, sorry, A inverse. If you multiply both sides by A inverse, what do we get here? A square will come minus 20a into A inverse is I plus 8a inverse equal to 0. What is our aim? Our aim is to find A inverse. So we will keep A inverse left side and we will bring all the terms to the right side. We will get 20i minus A square. If you substitute the value of 20i and minus A square in this equation, we get the value of A square. So if you simplify this value, then the A inverse equal to this. So this is the value of A inverse. So this is the very simple method for finding A inverse by using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Now let's come to the next problem. The next problem, example 3. As usual, we need to find the characteristic equation of A, and by using Keller-Hamilton theorem, next we will find A inverse. Also, we need to express this equation. Also, we need to find the value of this equation. Okay. Okay, let's start to find the value of this equation. Before that, we will find characteristic equation as well as A inverse. So the characteristic equation of the matrix A is, what is the characteristic equation? A minus lambda I equal to 0. So determinant of A minus lambda is 2 minus lambda, 1 1 0, 1 minus lambda 0, 1 1, 2 minus lambda equal to 0. Simplify this determinant, what do we get? 2 minus lambda into 1 minus lambda into 2 minus lambda. Yes, sorry, minus 0 minus 1 into 0 minus 0 plus 1 into 0 minus of 1 minus lambda equal to 0. So multiply, simplify this equation, what do we get? 2 minus lambda into 2 minus 2 lambda minus lambda is minus 3 lambda plus lambda square plus 1 minus of minus 1, minus 1 will come here, minus 1 plus lambda equal to 0. Simplify this, what do we get? First we have to multiply this equation by 2. 2 means 4, minus 6 lambda plus 2 lambda square. Next minus 2 lambda, minus into minus 3 plus 3 lambda square, 3 plus 3 lambda square minus lambda cube plus lambda minus 1 equal to 0. Simplify these terms, what do we get? Minus lambda cube. Minus lambda cube is, first we have written this, then 2 lambda square plus 3 lambda square is plus 5 lambda square. 6 minus 2 8, 8 plus 1 minus 7 lambda, then plus 3 equal to 0. So multiply throughout by minus, what do we get? Lambda cube minus 5 lambda square plus 7 lambda minus 3 equal to 0. So this is what our characteristic equation. Next, to find the inverse, we have to, by Keller-Hamilton theorem, we can replace in this equation lambda by A. If you replace this, we will get this equation. To find A inverse, multiply both sides by A inverse. So then we will get here A square minus 5 into A plus 7 into I minus 3 into A inverse. So what is our aim? We need to find 3A inverse. So we will take 3A inverse to the outside. We will get A square minus 5A plus 7I. Therefore A inverse equal to 1 by 3 into this term. So let's find each term in this equation. To find A inverse, we need to find first A square. A square is nothing but A into A. So simplify the value of A, we will get A square. We will get A square is 5 4 0 1 0 4 4 5. Next, therefore the value of A square minus 5A plus 7I is, substitute each corresponding terms, we will get the value of this equation is this. Therefore A inverse is nothing but the value of this. So this is our A inverse. A inverse is 1 by 3 into the matrix value. Now the A inverse is this. Next, we need to simplify, means we need to find the value of this equation. So finding value of this equation is not very easy, no, because we need to find the value of this equation. First we need to find A power 8, A power 7 and all those terms. But finding A power 8 is very tough, no. So we shall think how to eliminate some other terms in this equation. What the only tool we have is A square, A cube minus 5A square plus 7A minus 3I equal to 0. So this is the only term we have. So we will try to express this equation equal to multiple of this equation. So here see in the, up to this a power 5 is the up to this a power 5 is common. So let's take a power 5 outside. Then we get a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3i. Then here a is common, no? So take a outside. We will get a cube minus 5a square plus 8a minus 2i plus I. But here already a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3i is there. So this term becomes 0. But see here something is missing. A cube minus 5a square is there. But here 7a is there. So we will split 8a by 7a plus a. Okay, yes, we have splitted 7a plus a. Next here 3i is there. Therefore, we will add and subtract 3i. Then this becomes 3i means here we have to add 1i. Sorry, here 8a square is there. Therefore, here we have to add a square. Here also we have to add a. So this term becomes, now this becomes a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3i plus a square plus a plus I. So this term and this term becomes 0. Hence the value of this, to find the value of this biggest equation, it is enough to find the value of a square plus a plus I. The value of a square already we have. Therefore, substitute each value of a square, a and I. We will simplify. If we simplify this, we will get this value. So this is the value of the given equation. That's all. Thank you.